But hold on a second. Wait. Speaking of that resurrection, I don't think so. This is the apparent death theory. This is theory number one. This theory says that Jesus didn't really die. He didn't really die. He somehow revived in the tomb, escaped, and managed to convince his disciples that he was raised from the dead. This is what Muslims teach. This is what Muslims believe. And I could almost buy that. Hey, maybe he wasn't dead. Maybe he did revive. But at the same time, if you're a doctor or a nurse, if you've done any study in the medical field, it's medically impossible for this to be. The Roman executioners were professionals. Crucifixion is what they did. It would be like asking a parent of a baby, do you know how to change diapers? Right. It'd be like asking a mechanic, do you know how to change oil? It'd be like asking a Roman executioner, do you know how to crucify? Dude, this is what we do. These Romans knew what they were doing and made sure their victims were dead before taking them down. Furthermore, Jesus was beaten and tortured so extensively that even if he was taken down alive, he would have died in the tomb. Mark 15, 44 and 45. Pilate couldn't believe that Jesus was already dead. So he called for the Roman officer and asked if he had died yet. The Roman officer confirmed that Jesus was dead. So Pilate told Joseph he could have the body. The apparent death theory makes no sense because seeing a half-dead man crawl out of a tomb in desperate need of medical attention could in no way convince anyone that he had risen in glory. Think about it. Jesus was thought to have been beaten half to death. If you've ever seen The Passion of the Christ, that's sort of a visual of what he looked like. Now, you mean to tell me he comes walking into this church and he's like, hey, I rose from the dead? I'd be like, dude, you don't look good. You don't look like you've risen in glory. You look like you're about to die. It doesn't make sense. John 19, 32 through 35 says, so the soldiers came and broke the legs of the two men crucified with Jesus. But when they came to Jesus, they saw that he was already dead. So they didn't break his legs. One of the soldiers, however, pierced his side with a spear, and immediately blood and water flowed out. This report is from an eyewitness giving an accurate account. He speaks the truth so that you also may continue to believe. There's no rational explanation other than Jesus lived, died, and was buried. These are facts. He was buried, which leads us to fact number 2, the empty tomb.